fight with me, Kakarot. Unless, of course, you'd like more bodies to pile up on your conscience. Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
Since the dawn of man, there is one thing he has wanted to do, one pursuit that has been on his mind, something that he needs to achieve before he achieves anything else, and that is make all of Dragon Ball Z Shintani style. I'm not even playing, guys. This is an actual trend, not only through the Dragon Ball art community, but it's on YouTube as well, and there are tons of renditions of classic Dragon Ball Z scenes in this Shintani style, and I've made several videos talking about exactly what this could look like, what this has looked like, and even Dragon Ball Super Broly shows us some of these character designs from not only Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z in this iconic style. And I've talked about this before, guys, how great this style is when it comes to portraying the original Akira Toriyama style of artwork. The original Akira Toriyama style of artwork is very, very cartoony. It is nothing like what Yamamuro has done or any of the other artists that have become iconic with Dragon Ball Z. We've never actually seen what an animated Akira Toriyama project, at least with his style of artwork, really looks like. We get a sense of it, a feel of it, through Dragon Quest and Blue Dragon, Dragon Ball Z. We get a feel of that Akira Toriyama style, but we don't actually get to see what it actually looks like animated. And I think that's why Shintani resonates with so many people, because he basically took a mixture of what made Dragon Ball Z's animation style work, mixed in with the manga when it comes to Toyotaro, when it comes to Akira Toriyama. Both their styles, all three of these styles mixed together into one. The Shintani style has all that in spades. It's extremely clean, extremely fluid, very simple, minimal shading, but a sense of this just feels right for Dragon Ball, and that's exactly what we're seeing with this trend, where everything is in the Shintani style, and it feels good. Honestly, it feels good watching it, and I'm hoping that they keep this direction moving forward, specifically with an anime. Having a bunch of different animators on an anime that don't relate to each other and don't have this style in mind, to me, it's a detriment to a future series. The next movies need to have this style as well. Today, we actually get to see what this looks like, finally animated for the first time, Dragon Ball Z in the Shintani style. It has never been done before. Today's video comes to us from Daniel Confall on Twitter. I'm going to leave a link to the Twitter account in the description below in the top comment. Go ahead and check it out. But it is a clip from Dragon Ball Z Majin Vegeta talking down to Goku. It's a small clip, but it shows the Shintani style in spades. It shows exactly what the Shintani style is, and the added benefit, the added curiosity, and the added, honestly, flavor to it is that it is in Spanish. I grew up with English and Spanish Dragon Ball, so this was a blast from the past for me. Now, this animator actually took only one frame from the era of Shintani style DBZ from the artist Daimahoa, and I'm going to leave a link to this artist because that's who the frames are from in the description below as well. Make sure you go ahead and just follow all these amazing creators and content creators. He took this artwork and made it move, made it talk, made it all Shintani. Check it out.
No intentaría zafarme de esto. No a menos que quieras que el número de víctimas aumente. Vegeta, dime que no es verdad.
Oh my god, I just love this scene. Honestly, I have never seen this in Japanese, so I'm assuming the music is from the Japanese run, which I think actually fits the scene pretty well. And like I said, I haven't seen Japanese Dragon Ball Z's. I've only seen the US Bruce Falconer track and the Dragon Ball Z Kai run all the way up to, I think, Cell arc, so I didn't get to see the Majin arc, but I think the music fits pretty well. What fits incredibly well is the voice acting for Goku and Vegeta. sounds exactly what you would imagine their versions in Spanish would sound like. So I really enjoyed this and applaud this because it just fits so well. And I mean, the animation is all Shintani. It's a lot of brand new frames, and the fact that this is just taken from one piece of artwork, it says a lot about the artist and the ingenuity of him. And there actually is another version. This one fits a little bit more to what I remember this scene to be like. Again, I mainly watched the US broadcast of it, but this one, it's the same animation from Daniel, but it is edited by none other than Prince Vegeta himself, which makes sense because this is one of Vegeta's greatest scenes ever. Let's go ahead and take a look.
I wouldn't try to get out of it. Unless you want me upping the body count by a few hundred more. Vegeta, tell me it isn't true.
Now, the way Prince Vegeta has made this, it isn't straight from the US broadcast. It isn't Christopher Sabat. Obviously, it's Prince Vegeta. And I think that, obviously, Prince Vegeta works great as Vegeta. Obviously, that's what he sounds like. But Goku, I think, sounds a little bit too much like Superman for my taste. And it's not bad. It just sounds exactly like Superman. The music, obviously, is Hell's Bells, which is just iconic for Vegeta. But I would say the audio track is a little bit off, especially at the very beginning. The audio starts a little bit faster than the animation itself. But again, this was probably done very quickly, seeing as how the original one just dropped last night. So I give him kudos. I definitely like this. Love the direction. I want to see more. That is what I am salivating for right now. I would like to see more of this. Honestly, if it's more of this interaction, honestly, if it's Goku about to kill the Supreme Kai types of level of animation with Shintani style, I would be down for that as well. That is my favorite, by far one of my favorite scenes in the Buu saga. And honestly, this whole portion is one of my favorite moments in the Buu saga because it shows Vegeta's descent into darkness after receiving the Super Saiyan powers, which is actually a scary thought if you really think about it, and it's just extremely badass. People obviously have their preferences, whether you like the Japanese version or the English version. For me, again, haven't seen the Japanese version. Is my first time seeing at least the music for it, but the English version, I felt like it worked very effectively with Vegeta's speech, and Hell's Bells is just extremely iconic for Vegeta himself, and it says everything about the character without giving too much. Give huge props to Prince Vegeta and Daniel Confal for making this, and I'm gonna leave a link to everything in the description below. Go ahead and check it out, and if you made it to this point of the video, you are now part of the hashtag #EndAVideoSquad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to J Caster Gaming 6. Well, I wouldn't say that was a brutal beating, more like, nah bro, I ain't you transform thing. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, he basically stopped him from transforming. I'm saying a brutal beating because of the fact that Superman essentially was far stronger than Goku, and so Goku's pride, Goku's name recognition, and the way Goku has been pictured in this conflict has taken a huge beating because Goku had to keep powering up to get that powerful. Superman was that powerful from the onset. Superman stopped him from basically transforming, and then Superman saved the innocent girl, the one that was getting hurt from their fight, faster than Goku. So I think that constitutes a brutal beating on all fronts. But again, I understand what you're saying. Thank you so much for your comment. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.